Until now, something has remained. Not the ego. Not effort. Not even identity. But a voice. A subtle inner commentary that says, I understand this. I'm noticing this. I'm aware of this. This is not thought as noise. This is thought as continuity. Part 11 begins when even this voice ends. Why the inner dialogue is so hard to see. Most people think thoughts are the problem. They're not. Thoughts come and go. The real structure is the commentator, the one who narrates experience. This voice feels intimate, helpful, spiritual, but it is still a division. It turns life into something being observed. The difference between thought and dialogue: thought is functional. Dialogue is psychological. Thought says, turn left, pay the bill, eat now. Dialogue says, why did I say that? Was that spiritual? I should be better. Dialogue creates time. And where time exists, the self survives. When the dialogue starts to break at a certain depth, you notice something unsettling. The voice becomes repetitive, predictable, unnecessary. It does not bring clarity anymore. It only interrupts presence. This is the beginning of its end. Real life, the moment the voice paused. A man noticed a moment of silence mid-conversation. Not silence outside, silence inside. No inner checking, no evaluation, no commentary. The conversation continued perfectly, but something fundamental had dropped away. Why the mind panics here, the inner dialogue claims, if I don't comment, I'll lose control. But control was never real. Dialogue does not guide life. It comments after life already moved. Joel pointed out that divine intelligence does not speak in sentences. It acts. What remains when the voice stops? This is important. When the inner voice falls silent, you do not become dull, you do not become passive. You do not become unaware, you become precise. Listening deepens, perception sharpens. Response becomes immediate. Life feels closer, not distant. Action without interference, without dialogue. You don't hesitate, you don't rehearse. You don't regret. Action happens, cleanly, not impulsive, exact. Real life, speaking without rehearsal. A woman noticed she stopped planning conversations. She didn't prepare answers. Yet words came, clear, gentle, appropriate. She realized the dialogue had been blocking intelligence, not creating it. Why this feels like dying? The dialogue is the last refuge of the self. When it dissolves, fear spikes briefly. Not fear of something, fear without object. This is the nervous system losing its reference point. It passes. What remains is ease. No inner guide, no inner enemy when dialogue ends. There is no inner critic, no inner teacher, no inner protector. You are no longer split. Life is not being discussed. Life is being lived. Relationships without mental echo arguments end faster. Joy feels simpler. Pain moves through without narration. You stop replaying conversations. You stop explaining yourself inwardly. Presence does not need justification. Real life. Sleep without mental carryover. A man noticed his nights changed. The day ended, completely. No replay, no mental noise. Sleep became deep because nothing followed him to bed. Why this is irreversible? Once seen, the dialogue cannot regain authority. It may appear, but it is no longer believed. Like a radio playing in another room, heard, but ignored. The final collapse of the seeker is made of dialogue. What's next? Am I done? How far have I come? When dialogue ends, seeking ends. Not because something was achieved, but because nothing is missing. What life feels like now? Life feels immediate, grounded, quietly powerful, not mystical, not dramatic, just real. A simple pointer, very important. Today, notice this. When a sentence starts forming in your head, don't finish it. Let life continue. See how little is actually needed. If this part cut through something deep, Like this video so others can find it. Subscribe for teachings that end noise, not add new ideas. And comment below. The voice is silent.